Biomassa is CO2-neutraal. Dat werkt ongeveer zo. Het hout, de boom, is groot geworden door CO2 op te nemen. Als je die boom verwerkt tot pellets en verbrandt, komt die CO2 weer vrij. Dit proces is dus CO2-neutraal. Maar hebben we deze vorm van groene energie eigenlijk wel nodig? Want we halen toch steeds meer energie uit wind en zon? Dat klopt, maar het lastige van deze twee energiebronnen is dat ze niet constant aanwezig zijn. Het waait niet altijd en de zon is er helaas ook niet altijd. En als ze er wel zijn, dan kunnen we de energie niet opslaan. Nou, dat lijkt me duidelijk. Biomassa.
The world's largest biomass plant is planned for here in Port Talbot, South Wales. But campaigners wanted to get their message across.
We're here today because large-scale biomass is an incredibly inefficient way to produce electricity. It's not carbon neutral, it's worse than coal, and we think that Wales should be investing more in reliable renewables such as offshore wind. Next week, the world leaders are going to be meeting in Copenhagen to try and decide what to do about climate change, and we're here to send out the message that large-scale biomass is definitely not part of the answer.
The advantage of this alternative energy source, it helps reduce greenhouse gas emissions. The drawback, its production can have damaging environmental consequences, such as water pollution, deforestation and change of land use. For example, farmland traditionally used to grow crops for food supply is often being diverted for biofuels production. This was one of the triggers of the 2007-2008 world food price crisis.
Stability and growth of the renewable energy market in Europe were on the agenda at an energy conference in Brussels. European policymakers joined forces with other major stakeholders to chart the way forward for energy policy in the EU.
European Union policymakers joined forces with business leaders, and 20% of all energy in Europe should come from renewable sources, including solar power, wind and biomass, among others. The push to decarbonise the energy sector and the problem of growing dependency on fossil fuel imports were issues highlighted at the conference.